about to leave. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Attack!
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll put it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run here with a rookie. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
In motion left, Flowers. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
No, we changed it.
And the Ravens 1st down.
Again, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
Jackson's
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. That is caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow. I've got blue A. Attack.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Ravens 8, Chiefs 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is power.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Jackson throwing to start the drive. Throw caught by Flowers. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow, under crush, under crush.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's got his target. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yep, there's a wall, right? Hey, Teller.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Riblin. My side.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Chiefs are going to get it. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
In motion left, Flowers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That'll be taken in by Flowers. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
In motion left, Flowers.
Now it's Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jackson now.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Jackson will throw again.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson going to keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, They've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And down inside the 15 he goes.
17 yards.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
To throw is Jackson.
First down, Ravens.
This is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go. You at X. You at X. Report. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 60.
And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down.
They got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Chiefs will set up.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 22.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And they say it's caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
39 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Henry again on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson to throw. And Walker has it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Luke now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62, Chiefs 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now Lamar changing the look.
You at X. You at X.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is for this offense.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nut. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took a